Hello, my name is Mark Krucke. I'm a public sculptor from Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been a sculptor for about 3 years now, and this is Fortitude 3. This piece is about courage and strength, especially in this time we live in. Things are constantly changing. I tried to represent this by forming this leaf around a spiral shaped stem. I chose the spiral because it's been a symbol in humanity for pretty much ever. This piece is made of steel. It's about 7 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and about 4 feet deep. This piece represents courage and strength in an ever-changing time that we live in. I chose a spiral shape for the stem, which the leaf curls around, just to represent the eternal change and time we live in. This show, Evolve, caught my eye because I've tried to carry the same theme throughout my work since I've started. I've always tried to keep the concept of evolution in my work and in my life. I've always tried to step it up. Every time I've created a piece, I've always wanted to make it better or change it to just make it better. And I think this show really kind of caught my eye in that it was titled the same thing. The very first sculpture in my first series was titled Evolve. So it really hit home to me, and it's why I entered into this show. Public art is important because it promotes thought and reflection and conversation in a community. I just wanted to thank Blue Springs for giving me this opportunity to be in their show. I think they are doing a great job promoting themselves and the artists involved. I would tell them just to keep on going, that bringing art into their community and giving people a different experience is great, and they should keep going.
My name's E.Spencer Shubert. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and the name of this piece is Moving the Stars. Well, I graduated with a degree in sculpture from the University of Kansas in 2000, and took a couple years to kind of find my path. And since then, I've been a full-time artist, and I've been doing public art intensively for the past 4 years. I think public art's really important. It's nice to get art out of the studio and the gallery and into the public realm. This piece is called Moving the Stars. To me, it's a quixotic gesture. He's blowing, trying to move the stars, and on one hand, that's an impossibility, and on the other hand, you actually can have an effect. The piece is made out of a fiberglass composite. It is about 5.5 feet tall, weighs about 250 pounds. It really, to me, it's just a playful public art piece. I had the concept for this piece a while before I saw the call for entries for Evolve, and I really felt like when I saw the call that it fit the theme, because we as a people have evolved our understanding of our relationship to space and the stars, and that's a little bit of the serious background. And then other than that, I just really thought it would be fun for people to see a almost 6 foot tall head as they drove to and from their place of work. So my studio is in downtown Kansas City, specifically in the Crossroads Arts District, which is a really rich cultural location full of artists. I know that Beth Nybeck is a friend of mine. She has a studio right near my studio, and she's had some success in Blue Springs. It's a wonderful place for artists to be able to get together and collaborate in ways that you would never expect if we weren't all so close geographically. I think I'd just like to say thank you to the city of Blue Springs and the people of Blue Springs. This public art program that you guys have here is really one of the best in the Midwest as far as respecting the output of artists and doing whatever the city can to make art making possible. So really just a wholehearted thank you. I've known of this call for a couple of years now. This is the first time I've applied. And I just think it's a really good thing to bring art into the community and respect the work that artists are doing.
Turnaround is a bronze sculpture. It's a life-scale sculpture of a little girl, so it's about 4 feet tall. I sculpted the original in clay, as is customary with bronze casting, and she's about a certain moment of time. It's a little moment of joy. She's poised somewhere between her past and her future. She's spinning around on her little moment of now, and in that, she's sort of representational of the human experience of growth through time. Yeah, turnaround is not just about one little girl. It's about the evolution of a human being, which mirrors the evolution of all human beings and of human existence in general. She's part of my Time and Space series, a series of sculptures I've been working on for more than 10 years that really explore the human experience through time. Public art gives a voice to the aspirations of a community. It can tell you something about what the community hopes for and what they believe in. It can give a place a sense of history. And many communities have found that public art has a real economic value in the community, but it also has these emotional, spiritual values that just can't be measured.
My name is John E. Bannon, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, USA. And the title of my piece is called Ev Love. I've been an artist my whole life. My parents were met in art school, so I've been fortunate to have the support and encouragement. When I decided to make it a profession was in college, in undergraduate school at the University of Illinois in Champaign. So this piece was in answer to the theme of the show, which is called Evolve, and I wanted to incorporate my technique of using perspective-based, a point of perspective. So when the viewer looks at one spot, and then they'll see one image, and then from a different area they'll see a different image. So what I plan to do, or what I aim to do with this piece, was to incorporate an image of a butterfly from the front, and then from an angle off to the side is an image of a caterpillar. So it incorporates that theme of evolve. And that's also where the title comes from, is just evolve spelled backwards, is Ev Love. I decided to enter this show because it was a challenge, and the committee was very open to an idea that I just kind of pitched, and it wasn't an existing piece at all or an existing idea. I just used the opportunity to come up and answer, use my own techniques and ideas and incorporate it within the theme of the show. I believe this piece fits the theme because it uses the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. And when the committee was reviewing some of my past work, they pointed out a couple of ideas that they liked. And so I was able to incorporate the perspective, the point of view type of idea, as well as incorporating this radiant light film. So it kind of touched all the bases, I feel. Why I feel public art is important to the community is, in my own experience, in my own practice, I feel that what my job is to present an image or an idea in a different way, something that people can relate to, but they might see it in a different way, hence the perspective-based thing. So hopefully that's enough information, or at least looking at it one direction might invite the viewer into further exploration, and they might see a different image. And then hopefully, with my goal is to, so that the viewer will see things differently, and then by seeing something in a new way, a common idea in a new way, that causes one to think differently. The way the processes work in the mind might take a different path than normal. So hopefully that might open up a new path of thinking for somebody who sees it now sees it in a new way, and then they can take that with them in their everyday life and maybe use that different path in their mind to see things differently and apply that to different situations in their life, hopefully for the better. So I think that is an important aspect of, or that's why I do public art. I feel the public art program in the city of Blue Springs is very successful from my own experience, because I wasn't too familiar with the town before I heard about this opportunity, and was surprised to hear it was such a small town but with such an ambitious show. So I think it's great, and since I've been working on this project, a lot more people know about the city of Blue Springs, and I think it's a nice place. I didn't get a chance to see it all just yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very grateful of this opportunity, of the patience from the city, of the people from the city, and look forward to meeting more of members of the community.